Greetings from the Oracle of the Rushing Winds. I'm your Oracle of Swords with your daily for Mars' Day. Give us this day our daily for the 13th of May, born on a Tuesday. Tremendous. As always, I'm ever so grateful to connect once again. I ask that our guides of the highest, most brilliant, divine white light protect us, bless us as I interpret and channel for your post full moon in Scorpio extravagance. A little dreary, a little thick, dense. Let it all wash out now. Very magical moon, a very enlightening moon. Give us this day our daily for Tuesday, 13th of May. I notice I've been calling May April. We'll pull. Actually, I have two oracle decks. I'm starting with the tarot, which is unlike me. The moon will be in Sagittarius by the time you get this message, but I do want to unravel a little bit of the messages that the full moon in Scorpio left behind for you. Here we have Seven of Pentacles. Look, there's still a lot of time, the Empress. There's no need to rush. I know patience is a virtue. I know the school of virtue, the Hard Knocks school of virtue closed down, unfortunately. Many a year, many a millennia ago, okay? We're going to get through it. It seems like when there is the least amount of time, when everyone around you, when the world at large reminds you that there's no time left, that's when you know. Here's a little spiritual secret. That's when you know. Intention is trying to come out. That's when you know that there's plenty of time. There's plenty of room to take. There's plenty of time to take. But you have to spin all the plates, okay? Like the Empress, cunning, wow. At the bottom of the deck, we do have love. I said love, but it's balance, right? So yearning, you know, even if you are in a somewhat defined relationship, it could be that you're looking at what's not working, okay? So yeah, we could be back at the drawing board. We could be back at where we started in January, okay? This isn't to remind you that you're not doing it right. It could feel that way, especially when the Empress shows up. They are here, and next to Saturn in Taurus, the Seven of Pentacles, the tried and true Seven of Pentacles next to cunning. It means you know how to do this. You've done it before. It may have looked different. You may have been younger. You may have had more energy. You're wiser now. You're much more well connected to sage, ancient knowledge. You know how to tap in, especially given the Empress. You know how to tap out. You know how to tap in, right? You know when to give up on relationships that are not good for you, hence the balance card, hence cunning. It could be that you are making a decision for the grander whole, for the grander being. And sometimes, or I would say a lot of the time, we consider the grander timeline, the grander vision, the grander whole. I believe usually you do want to apply unconditional love and look at the world at large like the collective, but this is the world at large, like your timeline. And so, yes, we do want to apply unconditional love, meaning we want things to turn out good for everyone, really good for you especially, right? But in this case, I want you, the way the cards are turning out is, this is your world at large, your timeline. What mood do you want to shift into? How long do you want that mood to last? Do you want several moods? Do you want several vibrations of really, really good times? Do you want them to last longer than just a weekend? Just, travel here, travel there. Do you want to encompass? Do you want to curate? Do you want to bring the feeling of how you feel when you are traveling, when you are off from work, when you are on vacation, when you're with your friends? Do you want that weekend buzz to be a effervescent, like ever aligned, frequently aligned? No need for, substances or any of that type of abuse, right? We have the Seven of Pentacles, someone very realistic, someone who wants to work hard and also play hard. But all of those rules have changed, right? I do want to take one King Solomon card. Wow, card number 15. We'll take this as the advice. And to me, this just means that as you unravel the work that you have done over the last 4 to 5 months, it's good that you're looking at where there are holes, where you're carrying too much. Remember the spinning plates that I talked about? Is one plate heavier than the other? Do you want a full set of plates that all weigh the same, that are all the same china, that are all the same decorative china plate, or do you want different styles of plates? And so that's when the cunning fun begins, that maybe you don't want to run into, you don't want to rush into. There's a lot to say about putting your eggs all in one basket, and maybe you're realizing that you do this, and especially when it comes to relationships, and it could be relationships of all types, because we do have cunning here. So this could be family relationships, this could be friendships, this could be love, especially love. This could be friendships, someone you do love, a friend that you keep as a friend because you are immensely so in love with them that they would, from your perception at the moment, it would ruin everything around you. But maybe this is them, this is not you, right? And so you must continue to not place emphasis on that person who cannot break away from putting their eggs all in one basket and banking on the next thing, banking on the next shiny object. You've learned a lot about the ways of your being, the ways of how you see, the ways of what captures you, right? You're unraveling and you're growing into a whole new you. And now it's not about patching up the holes. It's about what's been escaping through those holes that linger, right? Like, it's not that you want to, it's not that you want to patch up everything, you want to clear everything up. It's that you want to make sure that you've learned from those bumps in the road, you've learned from those flat tires along the way, and you know that sometimes it takes a little bit longer, and sometimes you can actually enjoy the ride, and then you start to call back those vibrations that you were trying to manifest, right? Oh yeah, I do want to have a good ride along the way. The Hierophant is very much present here, meaning this timing, especially, you've been illuminated to where you can bring a little bit more organization. Okay, clarity, please. Look, 10 of Cups, more foxes. And then we have King of Swords, and we have the Empress once again. Okay, so look, we have the Empress twice, we have Libra, the Dolphins, we have the Empress 3-3, okay, and the number's 33, very spiritually exalted number. I know it's a mess, I'm so sorry. You have the King of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords. It seems like you're able to process these truths. They may have brought you down to understand that you're dealing with someone who works more in the intellect, okay? But that teaches you about how you want to approach this relationship, how you want to approach the relationship with you, how you gave in to someone who intellectualizes and is able to put all their eggs in one basket and is able to traverse, is the way I see it. They're able to align themselves along the way. And you, on the other hand, you are not willing to spin all the plates and then suspect that things will land as you want them to. You understand that you're going to want to allow time to pass you not by, but pass alongside you. You want to lock into a good timeline and work with time, not against it. And so in this case, you allow others to place all their eggs in one basket. You learn from their mistakes. You've already learned from that mistake along the way, or you are learning about it and you are learning how to patch up the potholes, the flat tires along the way. You understand that sometimes you want to rest before you patch up and then go. You're in the zone now. And now you're appearing as an empress, right? Card number 15, generosity, giving. This could call for you to give a lot of the time that you were giving to this relationship, or maybe this person also understands that they can't give to you as much as you want them to give to you, and you see that, and you go on about you and your day to give to you, to yourself generously, so that you learn and understand what all this giving, what all this wanting is about. What are you trying to fill? Is there really a void, or is there a movement forward? Is there a need to move forward? The situation is giving generously, generosity and kind-heartedness from unexpected sources, inheritance, considerable monetary gain, a pay raise, something generously given. Okay, it could be that you've learned a lot from the past few months. You've actually been working, and now the advice is know how to embrace what is given to you. Be generous, be prepared to give more than is required in order to solve a problem. Okay, so it's like giving up on the wanting and the desire. It may actually bring in a different reward that you've been working on. Maybe allowing the energy to fixate and stagnate so much on a person or on a specific relationship. All of a sudden, you start to flow. All of a sudden, financial gain flows. All of a sudden, you can take a break and a pause and say, what the hell have I been doing all this time? Either way, you are extremely blessed. I'll be right back. Ciao.